Getting the rough opening size right for a window or door is key to making sure it fits perfectly and doesn't give you a headache later. So, first off, always check the manufacturer's specs, because they usually give the exact rough opening dimensions you need. If you can't find that, a good rule of thumb is to add about 1 to 2.5 inches to the actual frame size of the window or door. This extra space lets you shim and level the unit without force, which is super important. Remember to include the thickness of your trimmers or framing when you're measuring, because that affects the fit too. When you mark your cuts or framing, double check everything before cutting. Trust me, measuring twice saves a lot of hassle. Also, think about insulation and weatherproofing space. Sometimes you want a bit more wiggle room to seal it properly. Lastly, don't rush this step. Getting the rough opening right up front makes the entire installation smoother and saves you money on fixes later. One of the biggest mistakes people make with rough openings is not accounting for shimming space, which means the window or door ends up too tight and hard to adjust. Fix this by always adding at least 1 inch beyond the frame size. Another common issue is ignoring the thickness of the trimmers or framing, so the opening ends up too small or uneven. Measure everything carefully and add those details into your calculations. The third mistake is cutting or framing before double-checking measurements. Rushing leads to costly errors and wasted materials, so always take your time and verify before you cut anything. BigHomeProjects.com is awesome for homeowners trying to find trusted local contractors who really know their stuff. It also helps contractors connect with people who need their skills, making projects smoother for everyone involved.